What's up, guys? AJ here, and first of all, I don't know what the gameplay will be in the background, so enjoy that if you'd like. But this is actually another one of my reply videos, and this one actually goes to Nuance Design. Congrats, man, on all the views on this video, and I think it was Think About It episode 2. Not quite sure, but my topic for today is how to deal with depression and suicide and what not to do and different things like that. So yes, as a couple of you may know, I'm just gonna tell you about the time where I pretty much kind of fell into depression. I think that would be the words for it. It was last year, 2011, which was probably one of the worst years of my life. In fact, it was. I'm just gonna flat out say it. It has probably been the worst year of my life ever last year. And some of the reasons to that are, one, both of my grandparents died, which I was very close to, and my grandma died first, and then I think it was 30 days later my grandpa died, and I was so close to them, and just not having them anymore just felt so empty. Whenever I would go to the store, I would drive by their house or something, it would, just really, I don't know how to put it, it would tear me up, it would kill you inside, it would just make you sad and depressed, and I've seen my cousin twice, because my cousin lived with him. I've seen my cousin twice since then, and it's just so different, and it's so hard to get used to. There was, also in 2011, there was tons of family problems that were going on. My brother moved to Florida with his 2 kids, so there goes both of my nephews. They're going to Florida, and I don't know. My only nephews moved to Florida. My sister's on drugs, and I normally wouldn't open up about this stuff, but I don't really care what people think of me, honestly. You can judge me, you can judge my family, you can judge whatever you want, but my sister was doing all kinds of drugs. Her and her boyfriend split up, her husband, whatever you want to call him, and they almost lost their kid. It's still currently to this day they're still fighting for her. I don't know. It's just, 2012 has been a lot better year. Don't get me wrong, but it's just 2011 was such a bad year for me. And I just, I kind of wanted to give you guys a little backstory about a couple of the things that I faced. And I broke my leg. I couldn't walk on it for 3 or 4 months. I just, it was just an all-around bad year. But some of the ways that I coped with that was, one, I'm not trying to tell anyone what to do here by all means, but my number one thing that I did, was I would stay in bed, I would be sad, I would just lay in bed, play games all day. That's pretty much all I did when I had my broken leg and everything. And with all that going on top of that, oh man, it was just a terrible, terrible year. And what I'm trying to get across here is that some of the things that you really do not want to do, and I'm not trying to tell anyone, like I said, but you just don't want to let yourself fall into that deep hole. You don't want to let yourself get so far out of whack that all you want to do is stay there and play video games all day. Yes, I understand I had a broken leg and everything, but I could have got out. I could have hung out with friends stuff. I lost all my friends. I had to quit that school where I was going to fail. I just had to, I lost everything that year, it seemed like. Lost family members. It was just, a terrible place in my life. And luckily in 2012, it has been a great year so far. I started this whole YouTube thing, met a whole bunch of good guys. Basically, my YouTube family is what I call them. My family's doing real well. We're moving to Florida. We're going to be living with my nephews again. My sister's, off drugs now for the most part. She's, struggling with that still, but it's just, how big of a difference a new year can look. And, if you just keep your head up and keep going. Because, like I said, I fell into that dark hole. I don't want to put it like this. This is not going to sound right, but socially awkward, I guess that's what you could say. The only people that I talked to were the ones on my game. I didn't talk to my family. I pretty much cried every night. And, that was a big part due to my grandparents moving and my nephews moving as well. And, when people leave this earth, and based on whatever your religious beliefs are, I'm a Christian, and I believe that they go to heaven if they have the right reasons. And just tell you guys a little something real quick. My grandma was a very big Christian woman. She had Bible school, she had everything, and she accepted anyone for whoever they were and however nice they were. And, I believe that to this day, the reason why I'm still going and the reason why I'm living life happy now is because of them. My grandpa, my grandma, both looking down on me. And, this commentary is hard for me to do still to this day, because it makes me sad when I think about it. But then, I'll pray, and then, I just give you guys that one tip. The main thing is to find God. That's like, just turn to God. That's pretty much, don't turn to suicide. Never suicide. It's never the option. Never, ever, ever, ever. Just please no one do that. I've had so many different things like that, and I just really wouldn't want for anyone to happen. And it just sucks to see people die. And suicide is probably the most selfish thing you can do. When you feel like no one loves you, trust me, there's that one person. Could have been, someone, could have been your freaking sister's mother-in-law. Something, there's at least one person in the world that cares about you every day of your life. And that's basically what I'm going to leave you guys in. Don't ever turn to suicide. If you would like to be religious, or if you would like to even, talk about a couple things, if you're down or anything, you guys can send me a message or talk to me on Skype or anything. I'll talk to you guys. Just because, I've been there. I know what you're going through. I'll tell the story some more if anyone wants to message me on Skype or YouTube or anything. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. And, I appreciate you guys for sticking around and listening. I know it wasn't the most, amazing topic and everything. And Nuance, keep up the good work, man. He did an awesome video on this. I'll post a link in the description as well as his channel. And you guys, I hope you guys have a great year. And just stay looking up. Never look behind you. The past is the past. The future is the future. Goodbye.